Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Houston Sports Talk back in the video today. Into the Houston Astros beat the Philadelphia Phillies 2-1 to sweep the Phillies. Unbelievable. I did not expect this in this first series. The Astros got as many wins in this series as I was hoping for this homestand. I mean, look, I definitely thought the Astros could do better than 3 wins in this homestand, but I knew with how hot the Astros had been lately, this was a tough 6-game homestand the Astros were about to have against the Phillies and the Cubs. And they came out firing in the first one. And the offense didn't even play that great. The offense, if we're going to be honest, was terrible in this series. Absolutely terrible. Only 5 runs scored in this series. But why did the Astros win this series? The lockdown pitching. Only, three games in this series. And only 1 run for the Phillies. It took them a total of 26 innings to score 1 run. They didn't score any runs in the first 7 innings of this game today. And then, of course, the last 2 games, 9 innings, 18 innings, didn't put up any runs. So 25 full innings. It was 25 2/3 of an inning that it took them to put a run in this series on the board. The Astros just dominant pitching in this series. Dominant pitching all year, but dominant pitching in the series. I think this is the best series we've seen from the Astros as a pitching group, I believe. They fully won them in this series. I mean, two one-run wins and then 1 2-run wins. The Astros offense did win them this game. I think Cam Smith RBI single tonight and Victor Caratini's home run that gave them a 2-0 lead yesterday really helped them push towards a win. But it was their pitching. Their pitching was just absolutely outstanding this series and have been outstanding all year. All right, let's get into it. So 2-1's the final score. 4 hits for the Phillies, 7 for the Astros. 0 errors in the ballgame. Win goes to Brian Bray. He's 3-3 on the year now, 1 1/3. He struck out every batter he faced. No damage given up. He's had some struggle in the 9th inning this year. The game against the Mariners, the game against the A's. But today, Brian Bray did a great job in the 9th inning. Loss goes to Kirkring. He's 5-3 on the year now. He gave up 2 hits, 1 earned run in the 8th inning, giving up the single to Cam Smith. Also gave up a base hit to Altuve. And scoring summary is not much. Yanner Diaz RBI single gets an RBI for Yanner Diaz. Then Marsh hits a sac fly. So the 1 run they scored in this series was a sac fly. And then Cam Smith singled to left. Paredes scored. It's 2-1. That's the go-ahead RBI single for Cam Smith. Astros batters today. Jeremy Pena was 1 for 4. Single to right. 3rd inning. That was it for him. Isaac Paredes was 0 for 3. He was hit by pitch in the 8th inning. Scored a run in that inning off of the single by Smith. Jose Altuve was 1 for 4 today. Single to center in the 8th inning. That did help move Paredes into scoring position, so that was a big single by Altuve, as he was the DH today. Jake Myers was 1 for 4. He had an infield single in the 2nd inning, which honestly, it was originally ruled as an out. And Jake Myers did a great job of telling the Astros, bench, challenge that. And he did, and this really panned out to be great because then Cam Smith gets hit by pitch. That wasn't good. But then Yanner Diaz brings in the run. Who knows if the Astros score in that inning? If Jake Myers doesn't know he was safe and tells that Joe Espada and the Astros to challenge the call. And that was his first hit as a cleanup hitter. He was 0 for 14 before that as a cleanup hitter. And Jake Myers now has a hit in 11 of his last 12 games. All right, Cam Smith, 2 hits today. Was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat, then infield single in the 4th inning, struck out swinging in his next at-bat in the 6th, and then the 8th RBI single gives the Astros the lead. Christian Walker, not very good today at all. Not very good a lot of days. Double to right in the 7th inning. That was it for him. Had a lot of big at-bats. Walker had a lot of big at-bats today where you could have brought in runs and failed to do it. All right, Yanner Diaz 1 for 3. He brought in that RBI in the 2nd inning. He was great with doing that. And that was it for him. Cooper Hummel had 2 at-bats, struck out looking and swinging in those 2 at-bats. Then Victor Caratini replaces him as a pinch hitter, and he lined out to first. This was a runner on third with 1 out. A hard line out, just great catch by first baseman Kemp. Then Luis Guillorme came into the game defensively to play second base, but and Dubon switched to left, but he didn't have any at bats. Dubon was 0 for 3 today, struck out, flied out to center, grounded out to shortstop. Not a lot of at bats when you're not getting a lot of base runners. I mean, no walks for the Astros today, only 7 hits, but the offense is not why the Astros swept the Phillies for the first time since 2010. It was the pitching, 100%. Let me know your thoughts on the Astros 2-1 win in the comment section, and peace out. Go Astros.